Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be getting messages from your higher self. So we have 4 groups. Here's group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. While you guys are deciding, I do want to mention that I am offering personal readings. If that's something you're interested in, you can find the link for that in the description box below. But yeah, so if you guys need more time, go ahead and pause the video. I have timestamps listed below as well. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started with group 1. Hi, group 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards and see what messages want to come through from your higher self. So we have energy, true love. This is card number 4. Choose who you are becoming, card number 7. I care for the earth. Beauty ritual, card number 5. Peace, card number 23. Feast, slow down and celebrate yourself, card number 29. And manifesting magic. You are creating your life based on the intentions you send out into the universe. That's card number 21. Okay, I'm loving this for you, pile 1, just because the main thing that I'm getting through here is just a lot of self-love that you're coming into. I know these are like messages from your higher self, but like this isn't even like, I'm not even getting anything about like really anything else like going on in your life. This truly is about yourself and like coming into the highest version of yourself. There's just so much potential that I don't feel like you've tapped into yet within your 3D self. So your higher self is really wanting you to keep growing and expanding into this like new version of you, it looks like. And there's so many synchronicities that I'm already seeing like through all these cards, which is so cool. Starting off with this card. So as you can see, it looks like this girl is looking into a mirror, but it like to me, like this is like you looking into like your higher self. Like I see your higher self on the other side of this. So I'm glad that I'm doing this reading because it looks like your higher self really does like want to get in touch with you and kind of help you with this process of becoming this greater version of yourself. And then another really interesting synchronicity we have 2 cards with eggs on them. So on this peace card, we have this egg that's whole, it's just sitting there. But then on this I care for the earth card, you can see that it's hatching. It looks like it's hatching a snake, but this snake doesn't really, that could have significance to you. But to me, just the fact that we see this egg like hatching where it hasn't before, it's like you're finally blossoming like into this new version of self. I feel like you've kind of been cooking like for a while, like as this egg, and it's like you're finally like coming into this place in your life where you can actually hatch like this new version of yourself. And I feel like the reason why is because you're coming into this place of having more peace in your life. Whereas before, like maybe you were too caught up within something or you had too much going on in your life to really have this type of focus on yourself and who you want to be. But now it's like your life has kind of quieted down a little bit, and now you can actually bring that energy like back onto yourself and keep expanding in that sense. So you're finally hatching this new version of self, which is amazing. And then this card, it says, choose who you are becoming. So I feel like you've been figuring this out like for a while, like with this egg like coming out over here. Like I feel like you've been pondering this for a while. Like, who am I? Like, what direction am I going in life? Like, what does that mean for me? Yeah, I feel like you may have struggled with like your identity or how you present yourself to the world, like what that looks like and what that means to you. And so it's like you're finally figuring that out, like who you are as an individual and how you present yourself to the world. So we also have beauty rituals. So I think your higher self is really encouraging you to do some more beauty rituals, like take care of yourself physically, because I think that's only going to make you feel better about, you know, the person you're becoming. And you're also figuring out what you like and what is like what makes you you. It's like, am I a purple nail polish kind of girl or am I a green nail polish kind of girl? Like that kind of thing. Not literally, but just as an example. I think you're figuring these things out for yourself. And so I think the more that you play around with these like beauty rituals, like maybe doing makeup or, getting some new clothes, I think the more that you do that, the more you're going to figure out who you truly are, who you want to be, and you're going to be able to embrace this version of you moving forward. So then we also have this feast card, slow down and celebrate yourself. So this kind of goes perfectly with these other cards because what I was saying about the peace before, I feel like you're coming into a time in your life where you do have more peace than you did before. I think because you have more peace in your life, you're able to slow down and really focus more energy on yourself. And that's exactly what your higher self is wanting you to do. Like celebrate yourself, take care of yourself, like do things that make yourself feel good and look good and really embrace this new version of you. Then we have manifesting magic. You are creating your life based on the intentions you send out into the universe. Okay, so this makes sense because also we have a lot of like greens here, like overall. So, and then we have this I care for the earth card, which reminds me of Mother Gaia. And just from that alone, I feel like you guys are in a very fertile energy at this time. And even on the card, like it looks like these women are pregnant. So that could be literally like you being fertile. So just keep that in mind if you know, if you're young, you might want to take precautions in the bedroom. But I'm not really getting that as the main message. I really see this as being like a fertile time in your life where things can grow and you can expand like into your highest version of yourself, like more than ever before. And so with this manifesting magic, you are creating your life based on the intentions you send out into the universe. I just get a lot of like creation, like overall, like especially with this card, choose who you are becoming. So it's like you're creating this new version of self and this new version of your life that you're creating for yourself. And so you're really being encouraged to keep putting your energy into this. Like if there's something new that you're trying to pursue, or if it's not that, maybe you are just trying to focus on like your physical self and yeah, just figuring out like who you are in that sense. But you have a lot of like fertile energy at this time. So I feel like anything that you do put your energy into, it's going to grow, it's going to expand. And so just make sure that you're being aware of this, like as you are, putting your time and energy into things. Like it is going to, whatever you do, like that is going to expand. So yeah, because you're creating your life based on the intentions that you send out. So just be very conscious of where you're putting your energy at this time. But I feel like the more that you go along this journey, like the more you're going to fall in love with yourself along the way. You're coming into so much more self-love because I feel like maybe like in the past, like you never really did this for yourself. You never really took that time to like figure out like, who are you? Who do you want to be? Who are you becoming? I just feel like you kind of put that on the back burner a little bit. But now you are kind of giving more attention to this and trying to figure out like who you are, like what makes you happy, and like, yeah, you're figuring out like who you're becoming, and then you're making that happen, like with this egg hatching here. This is very interesting. It's like you're transforming into this next version of self. And it's all because of the self love that you're finally giving to yourself. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the tarot. We have the Magician. Not surprised to see that. The Ace of Swords, the Page of Wands, Death, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Wow. Okay, guys. This is amazing. Like with this Death card, it's like this is the death to the old you. And as you can see on this card, it looks like these guys are like standing in front of or sitting in front of a grave. And you can see this like naked lady like dancing in the background. But I feel like this is like death to the old you. You're really laying to rest like this past version of yourself that was just not in alignment with who you truly are and the person you're becoming. So this is a huge transformation, guys, that's happening in your life. This kind of goes along with the egg hatching thing we have going here. But yeah, with this Magician card, it's like you are choosing who you want to be in this world. You're no longer going to let anyone else define that for you. I think you're realizing it's like if you don't do this for yourself, you know, other people are going to fill in those blanks. And that's just not something that you want, because it's like you love yourself now, like, and you want to show the world like the version of yourself that you're proud of. So you're really making things happen right now. So this could be like physical, you know, adjustments that you're making, or this could be like internal things. I don't know. I feel like you're doing a lot more things for yourself as far as like self-love and self-care that's bringing in a lot more peace into your life and making you feel better about yourself. It's because you're back in the driver's seat and you're like making things happen like the way that you want them to. And then we have this Ace of Swords. So yeah, I think you're getting a lot of clarity at this time about who you are and what it is that you want that to look like in your life moving forward. And this is a really exciting time for you. I don't know, it's like you have this brand new zest for life. I feel like you're kind of you're laying the past to rest, and you're kind of wanting to start over fresh, like with this Page of Wands. It's like you have this renewed energy and excitement for yourself and your life and where you're going and who you're becoming. It's like you're rewriting the script, it looks like. Then we also have this Queen of Swords in reverse. So yeah, again, I feel like you're turning your back on the things that are no longer in alignment with you and this new version of yourself. It's like you see things so differently now. You see things so clearly. You see things for what they are. And you're not going to put up with anyone or anything that is just not like vibing with you anymore. I feel like you have no problem like cutting out people or situations from the past that are just not serving you anymore. It's like, because again, you have this like newfound love for yourself and this newfound zest for life, and it's like you just don't care anymore. It's like maybe before, like you used to put other people first, like before you, but now that's changing completely. It's like, no, I know what I want, I know who I am, and I'm not settling for less. So this is amazing, you guys. Your higher self is really encouraging you to like put this energy like into yourself at this time, like whatever it is that you want to do, any like beauty routines, whatever it is that you're thinking about doing physically, internally, anything that brings more peace into your life. And yeah, you're being encouraged to get more in tune with who you are. And that's something that you need to figure out on your own for yourself and not let other people get in the way of that process. Because I feel like they have before. Like maybe before you were the type of person to adapt yourself to like different people or situations. It's like, oh, this person needs me to be this way. So like I'm going to be like this person for them. But now it's like you're not doing that anymore. Your higher self like really wants you to develop this individuality because you are an amazing person on your own, and I feel like that needs to be expressed more. You need to let yourself shine. And if you don't like who you've been in the past, like that needs to change. You need to become this person to where you're proud of yourself and everything that you've achieved and how far you've come. And yeah, but be very intentional at this time of like where you place your energy, because you are, yeah, with this magician and the manifesting magic card, like you guys are in manifestation mode right now. So anything you think about, anything you put your energy into, that is going to grow. So just be aware and make sure you use this energy for the highest good. And your higher self is definitely encouraging you to put all of this into you and into what you want your life to look like and who you are, not into anything else right now. Unless there's like something new in your life that you're wanting to grow. But this is really all about you. So I think that's all that I have for you, Group 1. I hope that this resonated. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Hi, Group 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards to see what messages want to come through from your higher self. So first we have Increase. This is card number 3. Creator, Air. I speak with good intent. Aromatherapy, card number 3 again. Serendipity, card number 18. Voyage, you have all the answers, card number 34. And Guiding Light, in your darkest hour, you will find the light that will shine through you and lead the way. That's card number 4. Okay, so I feel like at this time you guys might be stressing a little bit about like some area of your life. I feel like there's some area of your life that you're looking to get an increase in. And so I think your higher self is wanting you to chill out a little bit about it. Because I think you're stressing yourself out like more than you need to. Because we have this Voyage card, you already have all the answers. So at this time, I feel like you might be looking outside of yourself, like maybe a little too much is what your higher self is saying, because you already have the answers that you seek like within you. So it's like you're looking outside of yourself, like to different people, maybe different tarot readers, like what do I do? Like how do I achieve, what I'm looking for in my life at this time? But your higher self is letting you know, like you already know the way. It's like you don't need anyone else to tell you like how to achieve this increase in your life. It's like you already know what to do. I just don't think you've gotten far enough yet to really see the results, but you're on the way. And as you can see on this card, like she's already on this ship. So it's like she's already started this journey. She's on the voyage, but she's still looking at this map for answers. It's like you're already on the way. So I think you guys are fine. Like you're definitely like getting somewhere, like as far as getting this increase in your life with whatever this has to do with. But it's like because you're not seeing the results yet, you might think you're doing something wrong or that you're going the wrong direction or something like that. So I feel like you guys are kind of looking outside of yourself at this time, like for answers, when really you already have the answers. So I feel like because of that, like your higher self is kind of saying like you guys need to chill out a little bit, and that's where this aromatherapy comes in. So you can do this in whatever form you like for yourself personally, but for example, like if you have a diffuser, like you can definitely like put some essential oils in the diffuser and that'll help you relax and take your mind off of things. Or you can take a nice bath and like put some scented bath salts in there and like relax in that type of sense. So, but your higher self is suggesting this aromatherapy. So something that smells good and helps you relax and just take your mind off of things. I think, yeah, you're being encouraged to do more of that at this time. But we have this creator air. So I feel like there's something in your life where you want to create more for yourself. And with this, the air element coming out, that's all about the mental, right? So I feel like there's an idea or like a project or something like in your mind that you're well aware of. And it's like you want to see more come from this. But because you haven't seen the progress that you're looking for yet, it's like you're kind of starting to question yourself or look outside of yourself because you might think you're doing something wrong. But really, you just haven't gotten further along enough to really see these results that you're looking for. So I do feel like you guys are on the right path. And I'm looking at this card and you can see that it looks like a driveway, right? But then like the further along you go down this driveway, there's more and more crystals, it looks like, in this card. So I feel like this is kind of you guys right now. Like you're already along, you're going along this road, you're already on this voyage, but it's like you're getting discouraged because you haven't seen the results that you're looking for yet. But if you keep going, you'll find that they're there. Like that increase is going to arrive. It's going to show up. You just haven't gotten further, enough along down this path to really see that happen. So we also have this I speak with good intent card. So I'm getting, I feel like you guys might be speaking negatively to yourself at this time, like, oh, why can't I do this right? Like, why aren't things working out for me? Like, that kind of thing. I think your higher self is really encouraging you to pay more attention to your thoughts and make sure that you speak positively, speak with good intentions, because the more that you speak negatively, it's just not going to help the situation at all. I think you guys have gotten a little bit pessimistic about this, whatever it is that you're looking to increase in your life. But you got to turn those thoughts around and speak positively and optimistically. I think you guys have gotten a little caught up like in a cycle where you're kind of getting down on yourself about this, when really there's so much more to come for you. You just haven't gotten that far down the road yet to see that. Then we also have this serendipity card. So I feel like, again, you guys are on the right path, but it's like you haven't given yourself enough time or or enough energy into this thing, whatever this is, to really see all the magic and all the blessings that are going to come from this. And I feel like the further along that you get along this path, you're going to start to see like how things just magically work out for you. Like things are just going to happen for you. Like things that you didn't even anticipate happening. Maybe you're going to end up meeting someone who kind of notices like what it is that you're doing, and they're like, hey, like I really like that. I really resonate with that. Like, why don't we work together? Like that kind of thing. So I feel like the more that you keep going along this journey, the more you're going to see things work out for you. And it's going to feel really magical. Like things just coming together and aligning for you. We also have this guiding light card. In your darkest hour, you will find the light that will shine through you and lead the way. So yeah, I feel like you guys have been feeling a little bit down lately, like you're in a dark state of mind, especially with those thoughts that I was talking about. Like you got to turn those around, make those more positive. But it's like in your darkest hour, you will find the light that will shine through you and lead the way. So I feel like this is talking about you. It's like you already know the way forward, but it's like you have to regain this light inside of you, this excitement, this passion that you once had for this. It's like you have to reignite this spark in order to help you move forward and lead the way for yourself, because I feel like you guys have gotten a little bit stuck like along this journey because you're getting discouraged about the lack of progress, right? But you already have all the answers. Like you're already on this path. Like she's already on the ship. You know, you're already going along this road. It's like you're there. You just got to keep going. So you will find the light again that will help lead the way. But you got to get out of this darkness first. And that's what your higher self is wanting you to do at this time, is like, yes, things haven't panned out exactly the way that you hoped they would by now, but it's like you have to pick yourself up and keep going. You can't stop now. Just because you haven't seen the results that you're looking for, it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It doesn't mean that you have to do something different. You know, it's just, you just have to keep going, you know? And don't get down on yourself because of, you know, this lack of progress. Like it's happening, you're getting there. You already know the way. But you have to be a good, like, I was going to say like partner to yourself, but I don't know how else to word that. It's like you have to be good to yourself and like speak to yourself as though you were speaking to a friend or a loved one. You know, I think you need more encouragement like from yourself. Yeah, so just try to be more aware of your thoughts and your words like surrounding this, and just try to get back into that positive state of mind. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot cards. Okay, we have the Page of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Tower, the Hermit, and the Emperor. Okay, wow. So most of these cards, they have their back turned. And I feel like this has been you lately, kind of turning your back on yourself and whatever this is that you've been hoping would grow in your life. I think you've gotten so like pessimistic about the situation that you kind of gave up on it a little bit. It's like you still want it, you still hope for the best, but I don't know, it's like you kind of lost your spark along the way. We have this Tower card in the middle. So again, this is kind of reminding me of this spark that I said before. It's like the lightning coming down and hitting this tower. It's like you need to like get that back. It's like before you were kind of letting things stagnate and kind of decay, it looks like, because you didn't have any like faith in it or any hope that it would go anywhere. But it's like you kind of have to let go of that mindset. Just let, I don't know, it's like you have to get back to like square one. Get back to that initial excitement that you had, like in the first place when you first got this idea or, plan for something in your life. I feel like you have to kind of let those old thoughts like fall away and make space for new things to come. Because I do feel like you're on the right path. Yeah, and then we have this Hermit card. So again, you're going to have to go within and really find that light again. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even notice that guiding light on this card. And then we have the Hermit with his guiding light, literally. So it's like you're going to have to light up the dark in a sense to really help yourself move forward along this journey, because you can't see what's going to play out, like in the near future. And that might be what's discouraging for you. It's like, well, I don't know if it'll be worth it. If I continue to put my time and energy into this, maybe I should just let it die, like that kind of thing. It's like, no, like even though you feel like you're moving through the dark, even though you don't see any progress, it's like you just have to keep going. Even if that means you have this little tiny lantern to light the way. It's not lighting much around you, but it's something to help propel you forward, to help you get through this darkness. Because the further that you go along, like the more that you're going to see that, there are things up ahead to look forward to. Just because you can't see them right now doesn't mean they're not there. So let's see, we have this Page of Swords, which for me, like this is all about an idea like that you have for yourself. And again, like with his back turn, it's like you kind of turn your back on this idea a little bit because you lost faith. And then we have this Page of Pentacles again with his back turn. So yeah, like it's like you have something. This pentacle, like this is what you want to grow in your life. So this could be something, this could be a project that could eventually make money for yourself, or that's the plan anyway. But it's like with this Page of Pentacles, like you haven't really seen that grow into anything yet. So you're kind of questioning yourself, like, should I even do this? Am I wasting my time? But yeah, so we have the Emperor also with his back turned. I feel like you guys like really need to take charge of this situation. I think you've gotten a little too down on yourself about the lack of progress that you've seen. But with this Emperor coming out, it's like you have the power. It's like you really need to like take your power back in this situation and like step up into this Emperor energy, because ultimately that's you. Sorry if you can hear my cats in the background, but I feel like this is like a project or something in your life where, if you're not already, like this is something that you would be the boss of. And so that's why we have this Emperor coming out. But with him coming out in reverse, it's like you've kind of given up on the possibility of that being real for you. But it's still here. It's like you're still the Emperor. You are the boss of all of this, and you have that power within you to make this happen. You just can't give up. Your higher self does not want you to give up on this, okay? Like you've already started this journey. You can't give up now, because your higher self wants to reassure you that you are on the right path. Like things are going to increase for you. But just because you don't see all the good things that are up ahead don't mean they're not there. And there's a lot of magic and serendipity in store for you along this path. But you just have to keep going. So get rid of all of those negative, pessimistic thoughts. Like I know you can't really see the way right now or see how this is going to grow. But you just have to keep going, like through that darkness. Like use this guiding light inside of you to lead the way. Because you have what it takes, but you have to be kinder to yourself along this process. And I feel like you guys can get like stressed out kind of easily, or just like overburdened, or like just, yeah, I don't know, but you really let this like affect you. That's what I'm seeing. That's why your higher self like really wants you to chill out, relax, take some time out for yourself where you don't have to think about this for an hour or 2 hours or however long it takes. It's like you really need to be kinder to yourself. Okay, group 2. I think that's all that I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Hi, group 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards to see what messages want to come through from your higher self. Okay, so we have present power, and this is card number 2. Cut the cords of doubt, card number 42. I honor virtue. Ground yourself, card number 25. Not for you, card number 6. Nostalgia, focus on the here and now, card number 33. Follow the signs. Look around you for clues. The answer to your question is right in front of you. That's card number 8. Okay, so there's a really big message like coming through all of these cards, and your higher self is saying that you are not very present at this moment. That's why we have this ground yourself card. It's like you guys really need to be grounded, like in the present moment. Like there's a need for you guys to practice more mindfulness, because I feel like at this time you guys are like getting a little too nostalgic. I feel like you're thinking a lot about something from the past, maybe something that didn't work out for you with this not for you card. And so you guys may have been dwelling on that a little bit. And so your higher self is kind of like trying to like snap you out of it. Like, okay, let's come back to the present. Like, let's get back to reality. Like that didn't work out, but you know, you have to focus on the here and now, because focusing on the past and what didn't work out for you is just not beneficial for you in any way. So you guys might want to practice more meditation at this time, or literally like go outside and ground yourself. Create that skin to earth contact to help bring yourself back to the present moment. You guys have just been way too caught up in your head, thinking about things that are just not helpful for you. Not anymore, anyway. We have this I honor virtue card. So your higher self wants you to know that whatever it was that didn't work out for you, it's because like you deserve so much better. Like whatever this was, like they were literally beneath you. Like I feel like you guys need to set your standards higher for like the type of people and situations you allow into your life. And whatever this was that wasn't for you, it's like your higher self is like, well, yeah, like of course it wasn't for you, because you can do so much better. Like you deserve so much better than that situation. But because like maybe you guys like got rejected or got ghosted or something like that, I feel like it was really just like a blow to your ego. And I think you're like kind of trying to figure out like, okay, well, what was it about me that, you know, wouldn't allow this situation to pan out? But it has nothing to do with you. It just wasn't for you, like, because you deserve better. And so I feel like your higher self is like wanting to bring this to your attention, that a lot of times you're still getting caught up, like thinking about the past and what hasn't worked out for you, when you need to focus on the here and now. And then we also have cut the cords of doubt. So maybe you guys are like doubtful of something in your life. Like, or I don't know. I just feel like the past is kind of bleeding through here into this message. So, because of this past experience, maybe you are a lot more doubtful now of, what the future could potentially hold for you. I think you're giving way too much. Sorry if you can hear my cat. He's using the scratching pad. But I think you're giving way too much power, like, to this past situation, honestly, when they don't deserve to have that kind of power over you. Just because, like, it didn't work out for you, like, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you or that you're not deserving of what you really want out of this. Yeah. Then we have follow the signs, look around you for clues. The answer to your question is right in front of you. So I feel like because of your past experiences, maybe, yeah, you guys are questioning a lot now. Like, you're a lot more doubtful than you were before, but you're also like questioning yourself and just, I don't know, it's like you're a lot more pessimistic now. But it says, look around you for clues. The answer is right in front of you. So I think your higher self is like trying to give you signs and guidance to keep going on whatever this like present path is for you. But because of your like experiences, you're questioning it. You're like, no, like that, no, like that can't be for me because this didn't work out for me. So clearly I'm not worth having this type of experience. When your higher self is like, yes, you are. Like, here, I'm showing you. I'm giving you the signs. Like, I'm giving you the green light. It's right in front of you. But you need to like pay attention to that and heed these messages. Wow. And stop being so doubtful that things can work out for you, because they absolutely can. Just because this one situation didn't pan out doesn't mean that that is going to be your experience for the rest of your life. That specific person or situation or whatever it was for you, like, that just was not for you, and your higher self is not going to allow anything into your life which is not going to serve you. So I feel like your higher self is wanting to let you know, like, hey, I did you a favor, like, by taking this person or situation out of your life, because that just was not going to be good for you. So instead of getting down about yourself, it's like you need to regain this optimistic mindset about the possibilities for your future and not let the past get in the way of that. Then we have this present power card. So yeah, it's your higher self really wants you to take your power back completely in the present moment. Again, like, because you're giving way too much power to this past situation and letting it define like your level of worthiness or lovability or whatever that is for you. You completely got to let that go. So with this, like, cut the cords of doubt, like, you might literally have to cut the cord. If this was a person in your life from your past, like, you need to cut that cord, because clearly they still have they're still having an effect on you and your energy, and it's keeping you stuck. And your higher self wants you to know, like, you deserve way better than that situation. So stop dwelling on it. Focus on the here and now. And yeah, keep an eye out for like any signs. I think you'll know like what that is for you, like, and what kind of signs come through for you. It'll be different for everybody. But just know like that this is coming from your higher self, especially if it has to do with like anything in your life presently, because I feel like your higher self really wants you to move forward and like focus on the present. Forget about the past. Like that just wasn't for you, straight up. And it's a good thing that that didn't work out for you because you're like moving into a much better future. So let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot cards. Okay, we got some extras. We have the World, the Six of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Swords. And then over here we have the Hermit and the Ace of Swords. So, okay. Yeah, with the Lovers coming out here, like in the middle, I feel like for most of you, this has to do with a romantic partner from your past. But yeah, so you've been healing from that with this Four of Swords. And as you can see, like in the picture, there's literally like fires like in the background, and this guy is just sitting there like, well, this is my situation. But it's like, yeah, so you experienced this hurt in your past. Like maybe you thought like it felt like everything just kind of went up in flames, or just like that, like it was done, like it was burned to the ground, like that kind of thing. And yeah, a lot of these like cards are coming out in reverse. Like as you can see on the other side, they're not. Yeah, look at this. The other side is in the light. Yeah, but a lot of these like have their back turned and it's like in the dark. So I feel like someone may have turned their back on you. Like someone that you were really into, and it's like you wanted to give more of your love and energy to this person or situation, but it's like they took that and like walked away with it. And so it kind of left you reeling like, okay, well, I guess you can just light my heart on fire then. That's fine. Like, I don't know. But with this World card, like that needed to come to an end because it just wasn't serving you. It wasn't good for you. But yeah, I can see that this, like this connection that you had with this person, like I don't see that coming back around again at all. Not with this World card coming out. Like that's, I think that's it. Like that situation is completed with that person. I think you've gotten all you can get out of it. And yeah, it's a wrap on that situation. And you know that, but you're still feeling salty about it. Yeah, and then we have the Six of Pentacles. So this person just was not giving to you or able to give to you in the way that you wanted to give to them. It's like this was not going to be a reciprocal type of situation. And maybe you're hoping for more. You know, maybe this person like led you on to think that, you know, there could potentially be more between you two, but that just wasn't happening. And I think in the end, it felt like you had given more of yourself to this person than they were willing to give to you. So this was not an equal partnership. Okay, and then we have this Hermit and the Ace of Swords. So I feel like because of everything that happened, it really caused you to go within and do some soul searching. Like, okay, what the heck was this? Like, why did this happen to me? Yeah, again, it like made you question a lot about yourself, and you know, like I think it made you think about, like it made you rethink like how you approach relationships and maybe like what you could have done differently, or I don't know, it just like really caused you to go within like during this time of healing and accepting things for like how they happened. But because like you took this time to really like go within and like figure this out, like it was all worth it because it led to this Ace of Swords. Like it led to you having a lot more clarity about what you want from a partner and what you're going to accept and what you're no longer going to settle for when it comes to your connections. So even though this was painful, like ultimately it was beneficial for you because now you know like exactly what you want and what you need from a partner because of what this past partner was not giving you. So yeah, your higher self really wants you to like be more present, come back to the present moment, stop dwelling on the past because I think you've already dwelled on it enough. I feel like you've gotten enough out of that. You've learned everything that you needed to learn from it. And so I think you just need to like be present and move forward in your life, like with this newfound knowledge that you have about what you need out of a relationship so that this doesn't happen to you again. But yeah, your higher self is telling you like you are way better than that situation that you were dealing with. You deserve better. So just be glad that it didn't work out for you. And also your higher self wants you to know that you need to look out for their signs because they are sending you signs. And yeah, it says the answer is right in front of you. So keep looking for clues and signs and messages because it is your higher self like encouraging you to move forward on this present path and release the past once and for all. Okay, group 3. So I think that's all the messages that I have for you. I hope that this reading was helpful. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Hi, group 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards to see what messages want to come through from your higher self. First, we have letting go, card number 3. Limitations inspire innovations, card number 52. I create harmony. Abundance planning, card number 1. Happy, happy, card number 26. Spaceship, don't be afraid to sing, card number 43. And thank your lucky stars. As you begin to count your blessings, more and more blessings will come, and that's card number 30. Wow, okay, I am loving this reading, like right off the bat. And look at this color scheme. I'm loving this color scheme. A lot of like teals and purples. It's very mermaidy, so I'm not surprised that you got a mermaid card as well. Okay, so what does your higher self want to tell you? Your higher self is really encouraging you to, I don't know, it's like start a new journey. It looks like, because we have this letting go card, and it's like you're being encouraged to go through this door, but there's something in your life that's holding you back or like keeping you from moving forward. So I don't know if you feel like you're stuck in a certain situation in your life. It could be a job, it could be a living situation. It's going to be different for everybody. But again, it's like there's some kind of limitation in your life. Limitations inspire innovation. So your higher self like knows that there's more for you to explore, but you have to confront whatever limitations you have currently in your life because there's something holding you back from moving forward in this direction. And we also have abundance planning. So yeah, your higher self is really encouraging you to take stock of like everything in your life that you have currently and everything that you want for your future. I'm reading what she's writing down in this book, and it says living expenses, education, self-development, savings, travel, Keep track of your finances. Don't shop when you're hungry. So, okay, so I think your higher self is encouraging you to save more money at this time because there's some kind of like path in your life, like ahead of you, where I think money is going to be required. And the thing that just came to me is travel. And that was one of the words on this card. So if you guys are if you feel led to travel, this could be for a job, this could be for school, this could be, just for enjoyment. Your higher self is telling you to start saving now so you have enough money to do this. And we also have happy, happy. I love this. So, yeah, you're headed in a direction that's going to bring a lot more happiness into your life. I feel like this is the type of person that you are, like just naturally, like you are this positive, happy, fun person. Like I feel like everyone loves to be around you because you just have such great energy. And that's, yeah, your higher self really wants you to know that. Like you're just such an awesome person to be around. But there's something in your life that is just pulling at your energy and only keeping you held back. So what is that for you? And we also have I create harmony. So again, I feel like this goes along with what I just said with this happy, happy card. It's like you are this source of harmony for so many people. And maybe that's why like you kind of tend to stay stuck in situations just because you feel like, you need to be there for everyone because you really are that source of light. Yeah. And so maybe you feel like a little bit guilty about, potentially leaving a job or a situation in your life because maybe you feel like you need to be there for them. You need to help take care of things. And it's like, yes, like you are that person. You create harmony around you and everyone loves your energy. You just make every day better for everyone, but it's like you don't have to take on all of that responsibility for yourself. It's like you also need to live your life for you and not for everyone around you. So I feel like because you've been in this certain situation in your life, it's given you a lot of time to think too, because I feel like you're realizing that, you are being held back a little bit from what you really want to pursue. And so with this limitations inspire innovations card, it's like, what have you been inspired to do lately? Your higher self is really encouraging you to pursue that and go towards that. But the only way that you can is if you let go of something in your life first. Only then can you go through this door. Then we have this card, Spaceship. Don't be afraid to sing. So there's something about you, there's something in you that wants to come out, it wants to shine, but it's like you've been keeping that in, you've been holding it back. Maybe so you don't take away from like other people's experiences and lives, around you. But there's something within you that wants to come out and shine. So it's like your higher self wants you to know that you deserve this for yourself. Like it's great that you care so much for everyone around you, but you got to do you. And we have this thank your lucky stars. As you begin to count your blessings, more and more blessings will come. So, yeah, I feel like you guys have possibly been a little bit focused, like, oh, maybe I don't have enough money to really do what I want to do. But if you can start planning now for your future and also like be grateful for the things that you currently have in your life, like you're going to see more blessings and more abundance come your way. So I would definitely look into the law of attraction and start working on that to help you bring more of these blessings into your life. Yeah, because I do feel like you guys have had a little bit of this like limitation mindset, like, oh, I can't do this because of X, Y, and Z. I don't have enough money. I have to be here for my family or whoever, whatever it is for your life. But your higher self is wanting to know like you can make this happen 100%. Whatever it is that you want for yourself moving forward, it's totally possible. Yes, it might take some planning, it might take some time, might have to save up some money. You might have to leave a situation that you might feel guilty about leaving a little bit. But this is just what it takes to get to where you want to go. And you might be afraid to really admit this to people, because you don't want them to be disappointed in you. Not in you, but like in the fact that you could be leaving them. Or, I don't know, I feel like everyone's situation is going to be a little different. But it's like there's something that you want for yourself and your life, and you just have to own it and not be afraid to upset other people in that process. Like, yeah, they might be disappointed. Honestly, like one scenario that I just got in my mind, it's like maybe your family wants you to work for the family business, right? But that's not your dream. That's not your calling. Maybe you literally do want to be a singer and that's what you want to pursue. Maybe you want to save up money to go to LA and pursue a singing career. That's just one example. But that's what I'm getting here. It's like, yeah, you might hurt your family's feelings in the process of telling them like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. I can't be here anymore. I need to follow my dream. Yeah, they're going to be hurt by that because their expectations for you is to be there and like keep going, keep running the family business. But it's like, that's not your dream. That's theirs. So I know that was an elaborate example, but I'm just trying to get like the point across. I hope you know what I mean. It's like you really have to do you and pursue your calling, even if that is at the detriment of, even if that means like disrupting the harmony in your current situation, they're going to have to accept it. It is what it is. It's like if you're going to go through this doorway and pursue this dream of yours, it's like you just have to cut these ties in order to do so. That's just the reality of the situation. But you are meant for greater things. Like that's what your higher self wants you to know. Like you deserve all the blessings that want to come your way. Because you have this like big, beautiful energy and you need to share that with the world in whatever form that takes for you. There's just so much more potential for you than what you're currently doing. So start planning now. Start saving. Plan out your future. Because your higher self like really wants this for you. You deserve this. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Yeah, okay, we have the Three of Wands. So I can see that you've been thinking about your future a lot and what it is that you want for yourself. It's like you're stable and you're comfortable where you're at, but it's like there's this new journey that you want to embark on. And you have this like passion for it and you have the talent for it. But it requires you to leave like where you currently are in order to embark on this new journey. Then we also have the Ace of Swords, but in this deck, this side like that came out, it's in the dark. The other side is in the light. So with the Ace of Swords like coming out in the dark here, I feel like this is not something that you've told everyone about in your life, because I feel like you are scared to hurt some feelings or let anyone down. But it's like you know exactly what you want for yourself. It's like you have to speak your truth at some point to really get the ball rolling here. Yeah, I don't feel like everyone knows about this yet. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. And as you can see on this card, he's juggling, but like all these people are watching him in the background. So I think people are going to be really interested to see like how this all plays out in your life and like how you manage things. And people might try to like compromise with you or something. They might be like, okay, well, yeah, you can do that, whatever, but we still need you here. You know, like, can you do both? And so I think you're kind of gonna go back and forth, like in your mind, like, ooh, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, I can try, maybe. It's like you don't want to let anyone down, but ultimately, I don't think you're gonna stay with this past situation, because it's like you go from the Two of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles, and he's, you know, holding one pentacle on his own. So I think at first you might try to like please the people in your life, be like, okay, yeah, like I can do this, and maybe I'll do this on the side, and you know, you're going to try to like juggle these things at the same time, and people are going to, you know, be watching you in the process to make sure that you're still kind of holding up your end of responsibilities for whatever it is that you're currently dealing with. But I think ultimately, like, that's just not going to work out for you. Like, you're going to realize that there's no way that you can give enough of your energy to, you know, your true passion while, you know, still dealing with the responsibilities of what you've already been in. So I think you're going to ultimately like make the decision to let go of what you've been dealing with in your life, so that you can pursue this new opportunity for yourself. Yeah, you're going to realize that this is more important to you than keeping everyone happy. And then we have this Emperor card. So whatever it is that you decide to pursue, like, you're going to become like a total boss at it. And it's interesting because we have this Page of Pentacles and he's holding his pentacle, right? Like he wants this to grow. But then this Emperor is, he's got his orb, and it's very similar to the pentacles. So I feel like it's kind of the same image, but like elevated. It's like you're going to go from this page to becoming an emperor. Like that's a huge difference. That's a huge leap. But I feel like by letting the past go and giving your all to this new situation, this is exactly what's going to happen. It's like you're going to go from this little page, like, oh, you know, we'll see what happens. I'll try this out, to this emperor that's like at the top of your game. And like you're going to be well known for this, you know, what it is that you do. I think, again, it's going to be different for everybody. You know, it could be someone trying to go to school, you know, far away or something like that. But it's like, if you do that, it's like you're going to be at the top of your class, you know, you're going to be really respected, and, you know, people are going to see. It's like, I feel like you might have to prove people wrong, like from your past, because they're like, are you sure? Like, are you serious? Like, this is kind of crazy. I feel like you should stay with this and do this. No, you're going to prove everyone wrong and show them like, no, I am the boss. Okay. Like this is my area. This is what I'm good at. This is what I want to do. And you're much better off going in this direction than staying where you're at. It's definitely going to pay off for you. That's why like you're being encouraged by your higher self to start planning this out now, so that you are able to take these steps to go in this direction. And more blessings are going to come your way. Like the more that you do this, and the more that you adopt more gratitude into your life for the things that are working out for you, you're going to see like the more is going to come your way. Sorry, I'm getting like tongue-tied a little bit. But don't be afraid to sing. You really got to put yourself out there in order to make this happen. So your higher self is like, yes, like let's get this going, you know, let go of the past. Stop thinking you need to be there for everyone. Like that doesn't have to be your responsibility. Like you need to follow your calling. Just because that's someone else's path doesn't mean it has to be yours too. You make your own way in this life. And your energy is so beautiful that it needs to be shared. It needs to be out there for the world to see. I feel like you're meant to be well known or just on a much bigger scale or platform than you currently are. Like, and you need to put yourself out there for this to happen. Okay, group 4, I think that's all that I have for you. I hope that this reading resonated. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.